Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. In this game, we'll see New York against New York. Brian Anderson here. With me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. Here we go. And New York has possession. Pass to Burke. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And there it is for him.
A clever scorer who reads the floor beautifully. The floater is just one of many ways Gilgeous-Alexander can beat you.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Just 5 on the clock. Yes, it's good.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Pass to Roy. Here's Wade. Inside. Here's Williamson. Covington grabs the board. First quarter, just over a minute played. To the paint. Here's Harrington. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, PA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised you didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Oh, man, you want to talk about taking flight? That's exactly what he did, making it look effortless.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen away. Wade drives in. Pass to Williamson. Wall looking over the floor. And there's the drive. Oh!
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Out left to the wing. Here's Wade. Pass to Nowitzki. And good. Coming on, the assist by Wall.
No, he's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 6. And Wall pulls it down.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
It's intercepted. Thompson right side. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's picked up by Gasol.
Running the show, Gilgeous-Alexander is talented as a passer.
Pass to Roy. Back to Wall. Here's Nowitzki. Out to the wing. To the inside. Shot clock at 3. Gasol. Harrington with a rebound. New York leading 5-4. Thompson scanning the floor. Here's Harrington. Wall covering. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's
Powerful.
yes!
Not many guys can score on the move like Wall. A true slasher. Gets inside with ease and has a bunch of ways to finish.
Into the lineup for New York, DeMarcus Cousins, Jaylen Brown, Austin Reeves.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's got 6. Misses from close range. Outside Reeves. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And that does it for the first quarter. New York out in front, up by 4. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for New York.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And his defenses have adjusted to Austin Reeves scoring. Richard, he's countered with the pass.
Austin Reeves doesn't get enough credit for how good his handle is, how much it's improved. It's allowed for him to score, get into different places, and make these passes.
And he gets that one.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's SGA. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
Here's Cousins. Outside Reeves. Shot clock at 6. The floater.
Read the eyes of the ball handler, and Gilgeous-Alexander able to get a hand up in time.
New York, Zion Williamson.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Oh, his shot is good.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. That's tipped. And stolen by Williamson. Ooh, Zion with a show of strength on the finish.
You know, coach gets mad when Williamson gets hit and there's no whistle, and it happens a lot.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Thompson. He's scoreless. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 4 to shoot. It's deflected. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
The ball goes to New York. In for New York, number 2, John Wall.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And here's New York now.
2 minutes remaining.
They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Pass to Wade. Cousins with it. From about 19. And he knocks the jumper down.
I didn't see that coming. He sinks a pretty dicey shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane. Blocked. And they're able to recover. Second chance effort. SGA using the length inside.
And I like what the defense was thinking, but Gilgeous-Alexander just outworks them and gets his shot.
Outside Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Gilgeous-Alexander is just that good, finishing the play through the foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for New York. When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers. You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance. Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's a pick. 5 to shoot. And here's Thompson for 3. New York, again, can't hit from deep three-point range. Williamson inside. Pass to Gasol. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist. And it's a 9-point New York lead. And so it's New York. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And New York has possession. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more.
Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't see that coming.
And Williamson explodes towards the rim when he sees a lane. And trust me, he is fearless.
Pass to Covington. Out to Thompson. Three-pointer. Oh, and Clay makes that three look so easy.
Because of his footwork and fundamentals, Thompson always looks on balance and does a great job of squaring his shoulder.
Now Wall. Back to Gasol. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. New York trails by 8. Pass to Burke. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Burke on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
3 points.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Pass to Thompson. To the middle. Here's Harrington. Nifty move. And it's New York with a rebound. And then Gasol with the jam.
You can tell Zion values sharing the ball. He knows he can't win it alone out there.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for New York. They trail by 11. The 3-ball. Gilgeous-Alexander drills a 3.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Here's Wall. And the layup is good off the glass. Wall's got 10 points in the game.
So physical for a 1. Wall has the size and skill to do work in the paint.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Wall. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. New York leading by 10. Here's Wade. Lots of room. And Burke pulls it down.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
Here's Roy. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 5.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And such a clever player in pick and rolls. Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Outside wall. Here's Wade. And so it's New York, earning this break in the action, up 10. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back with you shortly. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Rose. On the take. Oh, threw it down. Wow. And he jams it home with authority.
Once Rose feels like he has to step on the defense, he's ready for liftoff. What a slam.
Pass to Cousins. Sends it home from three-point land.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Outside Reeves. Williamson outside. Wow! Zion making his presence felt inside. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for New York.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
One other thing I've liked is how assertive they've been on D, swatting a good number of shots away as a result. A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Pass to Cousins. Outside Reeves. From deep. They grab their own miss. Here's Wade. Williamson for three. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Rarely do we see threes out of Williamson, but when we do, he hits at a decent clip.
Williams on the wing. And he drives in. And Williams punches it home.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Kicks it out to Williamson. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. And it's New York with a rebound.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Gay outside. Back to Bradley. Kicks it out to Hardaway. To the paint. Gay. Pass to Bradley. Now here's Hardaway. Williams from long range. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Wade. Outside wall. Tries to spin move. Back to Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
To the inside. Bradley, that's good.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Pass to Wade. Outside wall. Picked by Williamson. Pulls up on the wing. And here's Gasol. Fades and shoots. Williams grabs the board. And a comeback here looking very unlikely.
Absolutely everything would have to go their way at this point.
Gasol with it. softly drops in the floater. And New York leads by 13.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
So New York wins it. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see Toronto as they play against New York. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And so off the tip, it's New York. Thompson outside. He takes it in, plays it up and banks it in.
Don't underestimate the physicality Thompson has. He's much more than an outside shooter.
Stolen by Thompson. And a fast break now for New York. Three-pointer. Toronto grabs the miss. Lowry feeling it out a bit. There's the pick. And the dunk by Lowry.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. The people in the know how good of a defender he is. Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here is Lowry. Here's the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Got a hand on it. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And Toronto making a change here.
Number 77, Luka Doncic.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Outside Covington. Pass to Burke. There's a screen by Covington. Shot clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. 2 points. That one goes.
Good vision that time from Covington. Seems to have a nice knack for making the right pass at the right time.
Here's Anunoby. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Here's Burke. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
Checking in for Toronto, number 1, Trevor Ariza.
Toronto trailing. Lowry up top. Pass to Doncic. Outside for Lowry. There's a good screen. Toronto's shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
That free throw, no good.
Shooting for Toronto.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And Toronto making a change here.
You can just see and feel the passion behind the play of Kyle Lowry. It's like he's always got something to prove every time he's out there, and that energy is contagious. It spreads to his guys as well.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Anunoby outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. We're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Doncic feeling it out. Here's Butler. And it's rebounded by Covington. New York leading by 3. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Covington. For 3 points, Harrington. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. New York leads by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that ball. The high basketball IQ of Klay Thompson, finding a better look there.
And he dunks it down.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Toronto trails by 3. And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I'd like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all 3 levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Let's get an update on OG Anunoby. What's the status, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I got some news from Toronto's head athletic trainer, and this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for him.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New York.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Stoudemire, the screen. Back to Rivers. Kicks it out to Hawkins. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution for Toronto.
1:49 left now here in the second.
Kyle Lowry.
Toronto working the ball around now. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Harrington. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
An outstanding transition player. When Gilgeous-Alexander is on the attack, good luck trying to contain him.
Now, here's Lowry. 5 points in the game. It's Covington on the wing. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Thompson. Covered by Cephalosha. 6 to shoot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Toronto trails by 9. And the jam by Cephalosha.
Lowry's a do-it-all point guard for sure. Passing, scoring, defense. He checks all the boxes.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Out to Thompson. And stolen by Cephalosha. It's rebounded by New York.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Now, here's Covington. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Look, you never want to foul a jump shooter. And guys, hear me on this. I'm pretty sure Klay qualifies as a jump shooter.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Unable to get that one. Good D by Covington. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And so it's New York in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Toronto trails by 9. There's a screen. Here's Sefolosha, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Sefolosha's got the first basket of the third quarter for Toronto.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Here's Anunoby, following the basket by Al Harrington. Pass to Smits, and he converts the layup. Smits has got his first bucket in this one.
You know, given his size, it makes a lot of sense to feed Smits down low. Really good execution there.
Thompson outside. The three. The shot that time, not on target. Toronto trails by 7. Thompson comes with the double team. Back to Sefolosha. Pass to Anunoby. The shot by Hawkins, no good.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Outside for Harrington. To the wing on the left. Here's Covington. Shot clock at 5. Out left to the wing. Fires the 3. Harrington can't get it to go. Pass to Smits. And here is Sefolosha. There's the drive. Kept alive. Left side Lowry. Now here is Sefolosha. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution on the court.
2 minutes into the second half of play now.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Rose surveying the D. Hardaway with a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land.
This is Hardaway's game. A quick trigger shooter who wants to score as often as possible.
And Sefolosha with the jam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Now here's Rose. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. On the wing, Sefolosha. The kick out to Anunoby. Back to Sefolosha. Toronto working the ball around now. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for Toronto. Number 22.
Now Rose. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hawkins. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Kyle Lowry.
And Hawkins loves getting up to jam it home. An impressive athlete who gets off the ground in a hurry.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Rose with the ball. Lowry picks him up. A steal. Fast break Toronto. Here's Cephalosha. Banked in off the glass. And now just a 4-point New York lead.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Rose up on top. Still scoreless. Outside Hardaway. Connects from three-point range. And New York leads by 7.
Encouraging to see Hardaway Jr. knock it down from there, proving he can do damage from this area.
Green fires from way outside. And so it's New York bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. We'll read. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. New York leading by 7. Right side Rose. And he uses the glass on the layup. Rose has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for New York. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Pass to Cephalosha. No good on the three.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Outside Rose. Lock at 6. And it's blocked.
The ball goes to Toronto.
Toronto trails by 12. The drive by Lowry. Pass to Smits. On the wing, Cephalosha. On the wing, Cephalosha. Lowry with the ball. Butler from outside. Drains the three-pointer. Butler's got it back down to within single digits for Toronto.
Shooting with great confidence, Butler fires immediately off the catch.
Outside Rose. Gay scanning before. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth.
2 minutes.
To the inside. Here's Cephalosha. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
A shot by Williams, no good. And so Lowry will bring it up for Toronto. 7-point differential. Toronto working the ball around now. They set the screen. That's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside Rose. Going inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Rose has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, this is peak Rose at his best. An attacking, slashing guard who breaks down the defense easily.
Pass to Anunoby. Down low. .55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Rose. On the wing, Hardaway. And the 3 ball is good. Hardaway has got the lead up to 12 now for New York.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and great run to finish it off.
Personal foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the away team, Rick Smith.
And so he hits both. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Checking in for Toronto.
There's 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Rose. And it's Toronto with the rebound. So no problem for New York as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Here we go. And New York has possession. Thompson outside. Out to Covington. There's the three. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
And that's really good use of the catch and shoot. Outstanding by Covington. He's a quick decision maker, and he usually makes his decision as the pass is being thrown to him as to what kind of shot he's going to get off.
Now here's Thompson. To the middle. Four on the clock. Green with the defensive effort. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And he banks in the layup.
Well, you got to bring more energy than this. Abdul-Jabbar is not going to be thrown off much by a little contact.
Pass to Burke. Oh, it's stolen. And here comes the break. Here's Halliburton. Good D by Covington. Thompson outside. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Harrington. Here's Burke. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left to play in the first. And it's New York with a rebound.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Halliburton outside. They set the pick. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Good job that time by Halliburton to get some help with the screen and then got a shot right off of the pick.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Thompson outside. Knocks down the long J.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. On the wing, Green. 6 on the shot clock. Into the lane. And it's hammered home by Green.
Some of these dunks he throws down are absolutely absurd. What an athlete Green is.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Harrington's shot is off. And here's Green from the arc. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Hey, this team has great confidence in Green's ability to connect from deep. It's really about getting him quality looks.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Still no points. Burke, it's good.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
There's a screen. Here's Green. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. New York shooting their initial free throws of the game here. First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for New York. He put together 10 points. quarter. We'll be right back after this word. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
The shot by Reeves, no good. New York trails by 3. Thompson scanning the floor. Out to Covington. Back to Thompson. Gasol grabs the board. On the wing, Reeves. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Reeves has got his first points of the game.
You know, when you're open on Westbrook's team, he makes sure to find you. He's a selfless distributor.
First team foul. Into the lineup for New York. Number 41, Dirk Nowitzki.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Harrington. Here's Thompson. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Austin Reeves picks one up. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for New York.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
Inside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Hey, who needs a 40-inch vertical? That throwdown from Dirk, good enough for me.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Ooh, ripped away. Reeves with the ball. Now Thompson defending. Out to the right wing. Back to Reeves. Pass to Gasol. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Inside, Gasol is deadly. I mean, his height means finding the shot this close, not too much work at all for him.
To the paint. Here's Bradley. And that time also a missed shot. Westbrook taking his time here. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. New York trails by 9. Outside Covington. .102 left in the first half. Pass to Thompson. To the inside. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Bradley sets a screen. Down low. Ooh, stolen by Gasol. And they're pushing it up. Outside Reeves. Another shot. And he lays it up and in. Reeves has got 7 points.
Dirk Nowitzki, he can dish the rock too.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Pass to Harrington. From deep. And it's New York with a rebound. Here's Westbrook. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Klay Thompson picks one up.
Boy, the passion Westbrook plays with is infectious. He plays hard every second he's out on the court.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. To the inside. Harrington. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
And so it's New York, ending the quarter up 10. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And Halliburton has got the ball here for New York. Inside. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Well, we're seeing validation as to why Green went second overall in the draft. He's got a unique ability to score the ball.
Now here's Rose. On the take. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, and Bradley with a block. Drops in the layup for two.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now a timeout called by New York. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Good vision that time from Green and anticipation. Kind of knew where his teammate was going to be.
The drive by Rose. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Tell you what, Rose can get flashy with the best of them.
Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody. Okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift. And that's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward. Halliburton is just one of those young guys that has a really well-rounded game. Makes shots pretty much from anywhere on the floor.
Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Tries again. Back to Bradley. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
When you score like Rudy Gay, the D pays a lot of attention to you. Found his man nicely there.
And here's Green from the arc. To the wing, right side. Halliburton outside. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. In for New York.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist.
3 points.
Martin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now here's Rose. Kicks it out to Hardaway. And stolen by Green. Halliburton with the ball. Picked up by Rose. Halliburton outside. Pass to Green. Fires the 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Gay right side. Bradley sets a screen. Here's Hardaway. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Just 2 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Into the lineup for New York, Pau Gasol, Austin Reeves.
New York leading by 11. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And yep, it's good. And New York leads by 13.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
Pass to Gasol. And then Gasol with the jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. New York trails by 15. Rose outside. Outside, Williams. Shot clock at 6. Out to Rose. Some solid defense from Gasol. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for New York. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
To the middle. Back to Rose. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Pass to Bradley. Outside, Williams. Back to Bradley. Ooh, stolen by Gasol. And here's Porter outside. Offensive rebound. And then Gasol with the jam.
Great anticipation by Gasol. Converts off the miss.
On the attack, Rose lays it up and banks it in. Now a timeout called by New York.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Substitution.
New York leading by 17. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Halliburton to the paint. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Boy, Pippen gets the bucket and is going to shoot the and one. Excellent concentration there.
And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And they've also been in the zone with the mid-range jumper. The defense has given them space, and they haven't hesitated to rise and fire.
Out to Thompson.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Back to Covington. The three ball. Rebounded by Green.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
High energy throw down that time by Halliburton. Not wasting any time or motion.
On the wing, Thompson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the drive. Here's Harrington. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Here's Halliburton. And here's Green from the arc. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Gilgeous-Alexander attacking. For 3, Covington. On target from range. There's 57 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Now here's Halliburton. Outside for Green. Second chance shot. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Green finds ways to get it done inside. Really intelligent as a scorer.
Pass to Harrington. 3-pointer. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's New York now. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Halliburton outside. Takes it inside. And he gets that one. And New York leads by 21.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. So New York wins it. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you later. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. With Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson. We'll be hearing from Allie LaForce from the sideline. And New York has possession. And rejected. On the wing, Murray. Back to Lowry. Launches it. And it's New York with a rebound. Well, Dalton Knecht had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, B.A., he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscles. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing.
Those feel so good. Covington up there for a slam dunk.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Thompson. In transition, here they come. Here's Lowry. Takes a three. And Gasol with the three.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Burke. To the paint. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket's good.
Excellent shot from SGA. I like seeing them shake loose in the mid-range.
Here's Knecht. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Cincinnati shooting their first free throws of this game. So he gets them both.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Covington, no good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Pass to Adams. Now Gasol. Shot blocked. Here's Burke. Checked by Gasol. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from the wing. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
And it seemed like they lost track of time. The shot clock, in that case, got the better of it.
Thompson with a steal. Inside. Covington. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That'll belong to Kyle Lowry.
And Robert Covington, a guy who's out there to do it all for his team on both ends of the floor. He's going to make plays that impact winning. Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Here's Knecht. Pass to Turner. And it's rejected. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 2. Kept alive. Adams, shot's good.
Well, Adams with that kind of positioning so deep inside, he becomes a force down low.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for New York. .51 seconds left in the opening quarter. It's hauled in by Cincinnati. Here's Turner. Lowry left side. Buries it from 3.
His skill set is so valuable on the offensive end. The coach can put him anywhere, and Lowry's going to find a way to impact the play. That time, catch and shoot.
Here's Burke. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Burke. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's Cincinnati up by 1. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Cincinnati?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Thompson right side. Back to Covington. And he drives in. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive rebound. A deep 3. The shot off that time.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
These are his first free throws of the game. The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Harrington. No good on the triple. Cincinnati leading by 3. Here's Turner. Here's Nance. Picked by Murray. Clock at 6. And stolen by Covington. 5-on-3 break. Here's Burke. And that one is stuffed right through.
How about Klay Thompson? He's just so consistent on a nightly basis on both ends of the floor, and he's learned how to share the ball.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Here's Mitchell. Still no points. Pass to Murray. Second quarter of action. About a minute and a half played. On the wing, Murray. Turner for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Turner not afraid that time to pull the trigger. Why is it sensing that he had the room to shoot from deep?
And there's the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Down low. Here's Harrington. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Covington. Fires the 3. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Covington's got 7 points in the game. Has to connect. To the middle. Here's Gasol. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for New York.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Here's the pick.
Out of bounds.
And Cincinnati has possession. Cincinnati shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
He misses the free throw.
There's a quality about the way Kyle Lowry steps onto the floor and plays with intensity that I think competitors and even opponents really appreciate. He just gives the game everything that he possibly has, and it elevates his play.
To the inside. Burke. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams grabs the miss.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Gasol, the screen. Here's Lowry. And it's Lowry with the jam.
Just a smart play by Lowry, and he's running that pick and roll to perfection.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses from close range. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Cincinnati up by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
16.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's Lowry with the ball for Cincinnati. 4-point game. Uses the glass on the layup. Lowry's got 8 points.
Lowry showcasing his ability to do damage on the inside.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the swat by Adams. Cincinnati leading by 6. Out to the right wing. For 3, Lowry. Harrington with the rebound. And Covington, here we go. Here's Burke. Adams grabs the miss. And it's Cincinnati's ball. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Thompson outside. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Four on the clock. Pass to Burke. No good with a layup. Here's Connect. On the wing, Murray. The 3-ball. Hits the trifecta. Murray's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Early on in his NBA career, Murray's showing he's a capable shooter.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Pass to Harrington. Here's Burke. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Now here's Gasol. To the right side. Knocks it loose. Thompson with a steal. Right side, Covington. 3-pointer. Great D that time from Murray.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good. And watch out when Murray puts his foot in the ground. Don't want to be in his way at all.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves until he comes in with that chip on his shoulder and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him. So good at knifing his way inside. Lowry only needs just a sliver of daylight, and he's on the attack.
New York making a switch here. 1:11 left in the third quarter of the game. Lowry outside. And there's the drive. Pass to Adams. Yes, it's good. And now an 11-point Cincinnati lead.
Well, this is exactly how you break down the defense with a really good ball handler, as Kyle is just manipulating them right now.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Gay. Just 5 to shoot. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. They grab their own miss. Bradley, that's good.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
And there's a defensive 3-second call. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And the physical style Murray plays with will serve him well in this league.
There's 25 seconds left in the third. The drive by Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Rose up top. There's the drive. And the shot goes. Rose has got his first 2 points.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
And so it's Cincinnati earning this break in the action, up 10. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And New York has possession, trailing by 10. And he banks in the layup.
And the level of creativity that Rose has, I mean, just showing it all off in the pick and roll.
Gasol the screen. Right side Mitchell. Now Randall. Can't hit from in close.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Outside for Randall. Hardaway grabs the board. New York trails by 6. Here's Rose. Pass to Green. Down low. Here's Gay. 5 on the clock. Here's Bradley. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Seeing Rudy Gay active right now, it forces the D's hand just a little bit. Fantastic at staying engaged on that possession.
Both free throws good from Gay. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Cincinnati. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Connect. Basket counts.
The Connect is a crafty finisher. He's got great touch around the hoop.
New York trails by 6. And here's Hardaway. Lets the three fly. Adams grabs the miss.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Lowry outside. Gasol the screen. They get it back. Pass to Adams. Just 3 to shoot. Murray with it. Defended by Gay. Murray, no good. Outside, Green. To the middle. Here's Bradley. Boom! He jams it straight down.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Back to Adams. Outside Murray. Pass to Adams. Lets it go from deep. And it's New York with a rebound. Here's Rose. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Yes. I mean, Rose can be this guy for his team still. I mean, he isn't shaken up by the intensity of the moment. I mean, he just goes to work. I love it. And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Cincinnati.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
And you want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
To the paint. Here's Bradley. Money.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Here's Connect. Count it.
Even as a rookie, Connect has the confidence to call his own number. And connects.
Rose with it. Here he goes. Pass to Bradley. And that one is hammered home.
Can't ask for a better look when they needed it most. Using his height advantage inside.
Out to Lowry. Here's Adams. Yes!
How about Steven Adams coming through? Give him a chance.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. And he's unable to get the second one. And here's New York now. The 3 from Thompson. And it's good. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
At the line for 2.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. What's the best strategy for him?
And a 3 would tie it up. If they have to make one extra pass to get a better shot, they probably have just enough time to do that.
Number 8.
Oh, deflected. Ooh, stolen by Gasol. And so it's Cincinnati winning this one. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what. These are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you later.